I'm Vivens, that's my name. I'm from Umurava. If you are not a Rwandan in the room, Umurava means courageous. I will not say technically what we do, but we are here for 2 years and 8 months. We matched now more than 700 talents with jobs and projects across 100 plus companies and organizations, serving both mainly Rwandan market, but so far now we served other companies and organizations based in US, German, Canada, UK, and also we have recently onboarded the first French company. For global companies, mainly we build their remote teams here, and we mainly look at emerging digital careers, technology first. Second, we add the creative, marketing and communications, as well as research and data. But we are working so hard to also see the way we can tap into other careers that are being demanded in the digital economy. So that's brief about what we do in terms of the results. So it's not easy to talk to software developers. For people who know me, I didn't do software engineering for a long period of time, but I'm glad I did coding for 3 months, and the purpose was not to be a master. The purpose was to understand the essentials of it. Because one of the careers or one of the things I look at on a daily basis is product management. So that's basically the reason why I had to do that. But for me, I'm from a data background and also business development background. We said that we wanted to tell you more about the ticket for global tech opportunities. And basically, I'm here to ensure that we can give a ticket to everyone, so that we can really run these opportunities together. So as I start, I can request one young lady to read for me this statement, so that now we can kick off.
The challenges we face in the world today demand innovative solutions. Tech is at the forefront, and your skills are the weapons we need to overcome them.
Thank you. So I think most of the software developers tend to do, software engineering, and they tend to mainly focus on, the technical part of it. But most of the times, we leave a bit the business development of it, and even its application across various areas. If you have seen, most of the companies now are becoming technology companies. Despite what we do, you will find many companies are utilizing technology on a daily basis based on what they are doing. So in terms of what it means, we are having challenges across our communities. We have challenges ourselves. Companies have challenges. The communities have challenges where we stay. And what does it mean here? It means most of the times it is always possible for you to think of different possible solutions if you can create them, if you can develop them, if you can build them. Because at the end of the day, if you can even build it and it's a good product, and you can't understand the business development of it, the people who understand business development, they can help you. In terms of what it meant, it's that I always say it wherever you go. For all of the people who sit in the software engineering class, they will not basically be software engineers. Most of you are going to be good managers in the software development companies, because at least you are going to qualify for a management role in a software development company or a company leveraging technology, because at least you understand what technology is all about. So this is something I wanted for us to understand in terms of what we tend to believe in when we tend to venture into this stuff. So my ticket package reminds more of 5 key elements. One will be technologies. Number 2, borderless, future of work, networking, and discipline. When we look at the technologies, when we start the careers or when we start what we are doing, it's good to do more. Doing more is try to test different varieties of, stacks, skills that are out there, so that for you it's easier for you to navigate and be aware of what you can do very well. Let me give you an example. If in a company, there is someone who decided to say, I'm a front-end developer. Another one decided to say, I'm a back-end developer. Another one decided to say, I'm a UI and UX designer. Another one said that I want to be fully DevOps. when it comes to a company and maybe they want a manager among yourselves, most of the times they are going to look at someone who at least have the essentials around all of those skills. I'm not saying master maybe 24 technologies. I'm saying at least test and understand how it works, like maybe how I did it for 3 months and I came to understand what I can do. When you test many varieties, now you will know what you have or even what is mostly needed outside here. So when it comes to borderless, I will not go into deep details, but I will say, as we already know, I think I have met some of the guys here said that we applied to Umurava and you haven't so far replied. Remember, it was an interview with a German company. That's true. So now many opportunities are coming from overseas. That means it doesn't matter you are in Kigali, you are in Nairobi, Tanzania, etc. What matters most is that you can deliver. I recently met a developer and he told me that I had to try on my LinkedIn and I mentioned that I'm from Brazil, where I'm based in Kigali, for me to qualify for the job. Because the company in the US was interested in highly on the guys who are based in Brazil. But he had to try, but he delivers the work very well and even is successful. He gets promotion. So that means it doesn't, care much about where you are. It's more of tackling, global demand, even global supply. And with technology concept, we are looking at many things. But we always have to make sure that we think global, but we act locally. That means most of the times make sure if we are even building something, ask yourself if it can be something which can even work locally. Otherwise, we end up wasting time. So with the future of work, it has many three components. There is what, how, and where. But I will talk about where at the moment. For us at Umurava, one of the biggest segment, and almost more than 700 talents we matched with jobs and projects, 70% of them have been working as remote workers and freelancers. 40% is only full-time employees. So this tells you that remote and freelance workforce will dominate the global labor market. And I think I also met another developer here whom I know that he decided not to work for a Rwandan-based company. He's always doing gigs from US, etc. So now it's possible to understand if Qt software can't give you the job, you can also get it in Canada, US, everywhere. You don't have to be limited. So that's the point I wanted to remind here. And I think most of our grandmothers, fathers, when they see us working from home, they tend not to understand what's going on. And most of the times, they think we are not working so hard. So this is something we really want to see now. People qualifying to say, I'm a full-time freelancer, I'm a full-time remote worker. So this is something which technology, is giving us around, and we need to make sure that we open our eyes to tackle all of these opportunities. So 85% of the jobs are filled via networking, and this is true. What does it mean? I have seen this to be an issue with us here in Rwanda. People are based in Rwanda. Let's talk about ourselves. No, that's true. If you can do this event and you tell these guys to pay $5 for them to attend, I'm telling you the truth. They will not pay for it. So my challenge is that, yeah, that's true. And even most of the times, I'm from a startup perspective. Startups in Rwanda, ourselves, even me, Vivens, I'm there. It's difficult for us to pay for a big conference, for a big event. We want them for free every time. However, you can pay $500, you end up getting a big deal, maybe for 100K USD. So that's the perspective I want us to think about. When there is an event, I remember there is an event we wanted to attend as a company recently. And the one guy from our team who could go there, the time he was done with registration, he was like, you know what? They're asking us to pay. And I was like, due to the network which is there, and which is true, I think he got a lot of things from even that event for a little amount of the money. So we have to open our eyes around how we do networking. So this is something I want us, I think they didn't know that the Qt software team is here. And I think you don't know this company. Make sure that you talk to them. We are sure that if you can secure the job here, it will take you somewhere else. So this is the power of networking. Most of the times you are sitting with the people that you don't know. You also network with the people that you don't know. Let me speak about what we are doing at Umurava. We are bias. We call it we are bias free. We don't use bias. We deal with data. Does your profile match this job or project requirement? But I'm sure if we met from here, let's suppose we get 50 applicants on a daily basis on the platform. When we come here and then you approach us, then during our vetting, you will be prioritized for you being here. So that's the networking I'm talking about. So you guys, and even ask all of these fellow developers that have been giving you sessions. I have seen Saruvi, I saw Jacques as well from Bulletproof. If you connect with them, I'm sure that maybe next 6 months they will tell you, we have a job maybe that much, what you have in terms of the skills you have acquired. So make sure that most of these people publishing the jobs, they are eyeing us. Okay? Most of the times the people will publish jobs for the sake of, we call it compliance. Okay? But most of the times they will publish them and they have already hired people. And remember, I'm speaking on the behalf of more than 100 employers that we have served. So discipline. So I think we are used to do what you are passionate about, rather what you do. Bariko ibyo njambo nari nk'imiteto. What matters most is do what is necessary. And I have seen most of you are young people like me. We as young people, we haven't got enough profile and enough portfolio to go and say, you know what, I deserve this. Honestly speaking, what did you bully? What did you do? So when it comes to this point, and your employer tells you that this one makes sense for our company, makes sense for this project, sometimes be humble and understand this is what is necessary. This is where the discipline now comes in. We will count your potential as long as you can solve complex and challenging tasks and projects. If you do average, many people will do average. So I will conclude by saying Umurava is your career partner. Sign up today. We receive 2 people. People with skills, we match them with jobs and projects. People with skills, that are not yet ready for job market. We are also touching on the base of making sure that we can build more of a skills accelerator, but we wanted to make it more scalable, and we partner with many edtech universities so that we can at least build the capabilities on demand. That means, sometimes you waste a lot of time in the trainings. You know that. So for us, we wanted to come up with something around the training, but we know that don't waste our time and we don't waste your time as well. So we need to make sure that we can only upskill and train you because we know that there are jobs. Let me conclude by saying that as well, the reason why we wanted to do that, and I'm concluding with it, we are almost now recording up to more than 400 jobs that came to us from some of these companies and organizations, and we failed to get skill sets on the Rwandan market. And as the problem solvers, we can't escape that problem. So we really need to make sure that we can, tackle the global talent shortage even at scale. So that's what I have with you guys. If it helped, that's good. And I hope that we can see you, on Umurava platform very soon, so that we can start looking at, some of the capabilities you have for us and for our companies and organizations. Thank you.